All right, let's talk overlays. Overlays are a simple way to get your message across, especially if you're like promoting a brand, if you're showing off products, if you need to show photos and you're doing it on a video form. Overlays are a simple way to do that. It's basically putting a photo or a video clip on top of another video clip. Basically, how I'm on top of this gradient back here behind me, I'm basically overlaid on top of it. And then I've got my phone screen here that I'm showing you guys what I'm doing here, but this is overlaid on top of the gradient screen as well. But then on top of that, I'm overlaid on top of my phone, as you can see. So I can point at stuff, right? So that's what an overlay is. But we're gonna just run through a simple way to add overlays to your videos, so you guys can get started using overlays in your projects. So we're gonna start with a new project, and we're gonna go up to the top where it says library. So we're not gonna use any of my camera roll stuff; it's all boring. So let's go to the library at the top. And let's type in, like, let's say we're doing a fitness video, right? So fitness, just type in fitness there. And then let's choose this clip of this guy lifting the weights here. Okay. And scroll down a little bit. Let's do this clip of this guy working out. And then we'll do this clip as well. We'll keep it simple. Do these two clips and that one right there. So we got 3 total. And it says add 3 down here at the bottom. So we're just going to tap on that. And it's going to add those 3 clips into our project. So now we're ready to start. Our first clip is this guy, like I said, just kind of lifting weights there. And then we have this one. So I want this one to be my overlay on top of this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to move our time head over to this video so we see it. And you're going to tap on it to select it so that it's white around it. And then on the bottom here, you're going to kind of scroll until you find the overlay option, which is 2 arrows crossing right there. Okay, right there in the middle. And you're going to tap on that and it's going to drop the footage down below. So now we have 2 layers, right? And in CapCut, you have to remember whatever's on top down here is actually underneath. It's a little bit confusing, but you get used to it. So when it drops something down, everything that's down below is actually on top. If you have 3 layers, the thing that's the furthest down is the most on top, basically. So, but we'll get more into that in a minute. So with this overlay, let's grab it and drag it all the way to the beginning of our project. So you're going to tap and hold it and drag it all the way over to the beginning. And now both clips start at the same time and we can't see the clip underneath. Our original one right here that I have selected, you can't see it anymore, right? Because this one's on top. We'll fix that in a minute. Let's go to this other clip here. So go over it. You still can't see it because this one we dropped down is on top as well. But we're going to add this one as an overlay as well. So you're going to tap on this clip and again, find the overlay option underneath here on the bottom menu and tap on overlay and it's going to drop it down. And like I said earlier, now we have 3 layers. And we're going to tap and hold this one as well and scroll it all the way to the beginning of the clip of the project. So now all 3 clips start at the same time, and now the last one we just dropped down is the one on top. Now let's resize them. So resizing is easy. We've gone over this in other videos. Let's tap this one, and just with our fingers, we're just going to pinch it. And I want you to pinch it and kind of turn it a little bit. Let's rotate it a little bit like this. And then we're going to bring it over to this side of the... It's okay if it goes off screen a little bit. Just kind of adds an effect there. Okay, so that's fine. Now we're going to tap on the one in the middle right here. We've got that selected. And we're going to do the same thing. Just kind of pinch it, twist it the other way, and let's bring it over here. So we got 2 clips. Now all 3 clips are visible, right? We got the one in the background and then our 2 overlays. And now this is kind of boring. Like let's fix this a little bit. So now we don't want them all to appear at the same time. We don't want to start the video and see all 3. So let's have these overlays kind of appear in different ways. So we're going to grab the one in the middle, the first overlay here, and let's tap and hold it and scroll it back so that it's not at the beginning of our project. It kind of appears a little bit later. So I've got it started right about 4 seconds, right? It just it pops in right there at 4 seconds. And the same with the bottom one. Let's tab that one and let's scroll it back even farther. So we have it looks like a little staircase here, right? So our first clip starts, then the next one comes in, and the next one comes in. Now these overlays, it's kind of boring when something just kind of pops in. Sometimes that's useful, but let's make it a little more interesting. Let's go a little deeper in this. So let's grab this second overlay, or the first overlay, sorry. And now at the bottom of the screen on this menu, we're going to scroll until we find the animation menu, which is right there. It's a little box with the playhead symbol. And it's going to pop up these options. Now, these are all the options you have, and there's plenty for you to scroll through. But right now, for this video, since this overlays on this side of the screen, let's have it appear from this side. So it kind of like slides in. See that? When you tap on one, it will show you what it's going to do. You can tap on it again to see it again. It will play it for you each time. You can't see what the animation is going to do. Now, this little blue arrow down here, turquoise arrow, this is your time for your animation. So if you want it to come in even slower, you would just kind of drag this out a little bit and it would come in, it will slide in slower. But I like it the way it is, so we'll leave it. But many times that's something that is good to adjust. Now, we'll go over that in a minute. So let's hit the check mark button there. So we're good with that in animation, right? So now if you scroll, you'll see how that kind of just comes in and out, just like slides in and out. Much better than just popping in out of nowhere, right? Now we're going to grab the other one. We're going to do the same thing. So let's repeat that. So we're going to go down to animation again. So find your animation button at the bottom, tap on that, and we'll do the opposite slide, the left slide for this one, so that it comes in on that side, right? And same thing, we'll just hit the check mark there. We're done with that. And now when you play this, you'll see them both kind of just slide in there, right? Just like that. Okay, now our overlays are longer than our original footage. Notice how it ends right here, and then our overlays kind of continue on. So let's say we don't want that. We want these to finish before, and then we'll end with our main clip by itself at the end. So let's select one of your overlays, and we're going to split it, and then also select this one, and we'll split them both at the same spot. And then we're going to delete this part. So just hit the trash can there at the bottom, then select that and hit the trash can. So all we did was just split these two overlays and then deleted all the stuff we don't need. Let's also animate how these leave the scene. So we just animated how they come in. Now let's animate how they're going to go out, right? So same thing. We're going to select one, go down to the bottom where it says animations and tap on that. And now I want you to pay attention to this menu right here. Okay, don't mess this up. These right here are, this is your in, right? This is how your animation comes in, or your overlay, and this is the out, okay? I rarely use the combo option. It's like an automatic in and out where you don't have to set them both separately, but I kind of like to, mix things up a bit and do my own. So I never really use that. So we're going to go to the out, and now you're going to decide, this one that we have selected here, how is it going to leave the scene? Now we could have it slide out again like we did, but let's try something else, right? Let's try like this peel off. This one's kind of cool, right? It just kind of peels off the screen. So we'll use that. Again, this is your duration down here for your out, right? So now you have both your in and your out, and these are your timestamps for like how long you want each animation to last. So if you wanted to adjust those, it's easy to do. So we're gonna hit the check mark. I'm good with that. And then we're gonna go to the other overlay here, and we're gonna do the same thing. So let's go down to animations. And we're going to choose out again. Make sure you click on out. Sometimes people, they can't remember where they found that. It's really hard to see sometimes this little menu here. But just remember you have that there. So on this one, let's just do something different. Let's see. You can pick any one that you like. I'm going to pick this one that looks like a TV turning off. It says old TV, and it kind of goes out that way. Okay. I'm going to hit the check mark. I'm good with that. And now if we play our video, let's unselect everything. Okay, there we go. Play our video. So you see the man working out here, and then it slides in, and the other overlay slides in on the other side, and then they go out the way that we chose. And then the video ends. And obviously you can continue and do other things. There's so many options for overlays. If you wanted to add a photo instead of a video, it's the same thing. You would just push this white box, and then you go up to the top where it says photos, make sure the photo is selected, and you've got these photos from your camera roll that you can add. You could also go to library and find a photo in the library to use if you wanted to do that as well. Anything in the library is okay and free to use in your own videos, as long as you change them in some way. And a change could be anything, just like how we used our clips as overlays. This is all stock footage that we used, but we changed them. We added animations, we added all that stuff, and we added them as overlays. So all of this would be copyright free. Like you could post this video without any problem. So as long as you change the stuff that you use in the library in some way, even if it's just the size, like it could be anything, you could add a filter on it, it doesn't matter. As long as you change it in some way, it's usable. So just keep that in mind. So the library is a great resource for stock footage if you need, footage of just whatever project you're working on. But that is pretty much it for overlays. Remember, text is also considered overlay if you're going to add text, but that's pretty, we can go over a text a little bit later in a different video. This is all I wanted to cover right now for overlays. So show me your projects, comment if you have questions, and we'll see if we can get to those questions in other videos. And thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video, and we'll see you guys there.